I walk in. You should proceed with caution. You could get cut up for free, that's a walk-in. Don't need your offering. Come in my office, speaking to me as a fee. I'm an impress. He might be hotter than y'all, but I'm here to a different degree. Don't believe, come and see. Fuga. When it open, it go right through you. Give me an inch and I'll show you a roller. When you see me, freeze, Medusa, you can get still with. I'll be the best, I mean nobody better. You best in your era, I'm best in wherever, whenever, forever. I sit at the top. Even when you giving all that you got, all that I'm giving to you is a box. That mean that you better chill. Popping out when I'm breaking the seal. No Shibuya, you can't level the field. Gassed up like EMD till he got a face the greatest in history. Know that bet he may have faith in ability. Only way that's gonna play is my victory, and that's a split decision. Cut him deep, that's a big incision. Hit my target with elite precision. You call him great at his peak position. If this competition was shame. Everything I'm supposed to be. So you take it all to me.
What is up, guys? Dashing here and live we are for episode 117 of Community Universe mode of Shockwave, and we are getting things started in a big way as we always do with this trios match. And Gianna's newest associates there on the left, Noah, well, now on the left, Blake, on the right, Noah. Main character Energy, who burst onto the scene last week here on Shockwave, guys, in what was supposed to be a tag team matchup, pitting Gianna and Ileana Summers against the team of Thea and B. Barrett. Instead, we found out that Ileana Summers was taken out backstage in the women's locker room by an unknown assailant. Turns out that assailant was Gianna and her pals, getting her, well, supposed to be her partner, out of the way to introduce the CMV Universe to Noah and Blake, who then, as we saw, borderline decimated Thea and B. Barrett to pick up a very impressive win. But now, may have been enemies just a week ago. Maybe even still not exactly big fans of one another. We're going to be working together here tonight, Ileana Summers and Thea, along with B. Barrett, to take on a common foe in Gianna, Noah, and Blake. I don't know the exact condition of Ileana Summers. Obviously cleared, though, to compete here, and she's certainly going to be pissed off about what Gianna and the main character Energy did to her last week, attacking her from behind in the locker room, taking her out of that tag team matchup. The question is here, though, will Summers and Thea be able to put their personal issues aside for just one night, work together here? B. Barrett maybe going to have to try to be the glue to hold these two together, maybe rather the honey to hold these two together. Summers obviously no nonsense, but Thea proved to be the same, attacking Ileana Summers a couple of weeks ago before her Rising Star ladder match qualifier against Chloe Marks. That was after Summers refused to show any sort of respect towards Thea after their matchup on the season premiere. In my opinion, in order for a team to work in any capacity, there's got to be some mutual respect, so that's the problem here for Summers and Thea. Can those issues be put on the back burner just for one night? If not, you can be sure that someone the likes of Gianna, as we saw how capable Noah and Blake are last week, they are going to fully take advantage. No question about it. The French woman Thea, who's yet to find herself a victory here in CMV. She was the one pinned in that tag team matchup last week, and I know she's fired up. She's angry. The rug being pulled out from under her feet. She and B. Barrett didn't end up facing either of the opponents they were scheduled to face. When you're throwing a curveball like that, it can be very hard to adjust, and unfortunately Thea and B. Barrett were not able to do so. But Thea is hoping that maybe her first victory here in CMV finally comes her way right here tonight. But again, there's that nagging question. Will she and Ileana Summers manage to stay on the same page? All Thea wanted to begin with was some respect for a hard-fought matchup, and Summers was unwilling to give her that. Now Summers has to rely on this woman here tonight, and as well as Bea Barrett. This, of course, go-home edition, my friends, of a Shockwave before this weekend's Climb to Fame event, our very first special event of the new season. Cannot wait. Toronto, Ontario, Canada. It is going to be a hell of a show from top to bottom. Tonight's show, going to be a hell of a show, as a matter of fact. Got a lot to look forward to, including our main event, Falls Count Anywhere. Jack Wolf, the newest associate of Shay Hoxton, takes on the undisputed world champion, Ellie Quinn. One last hurdle for the devil herself to jump over before heading to Climb to Fame, where then, of course, she's got multiple hurdles to overcome in one night, taking on Stevie Gabriel in the no ropes, no canvas, anything goes match, and then having to defend her undisputed world championship against a fresh and hungry Morgan in the main event. But here, of course, is Bea Barrett. Like I said before, she's going to have to be the honey in this situation. They're trying to hold her two teammates together so that they can be a solidified unit going against main character energy here to get things started on Shockwave, episode 117. And indeed, guys, brought to you by HelloFresh, our sponsor for this next week or so, and for Climb to Fame itself. Exclamation point HelloFresh in the chat right there, guys. We'll get you a link that you can use to get 10 free meals and support CMV while you're at it. There's an elbow to the jaw there from Gianna. Thea gonna get grabbed by that red hair of hers, thrown down onto the canvas. Gianna looking to take over the women's division this season. Of course, we had her on episode of What's the 411 CMV, where she laid out her game plan. This was before we knew she was going to have Noah and Blake to back her up, but saying that she plans on becoming women's world champion again. And well, now with Noah and Blake by her side, main character energy looking for all the championship gold. Noah and Blake, two very scary women. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I wouldn't want to get into the ring against these two. As Ileana Summers going to jump right over Gianna's head, trying to show off her athleticism, but unfortunately does not pay off for her. A little too close range there, but now able to apply a Black Widow. Quickly out of it is Gianna into a drop toe hold. As if Gianna on her own looking already dangerous to deal with. Main character energy, as we saw last week, as Thea and Bea Barrett experienced firsthand. Ileana Summers as well in the locker room. They are not going to be taking any prisoners in their pursuit to reach the top of the mountain here in this competitive women's division. And I think Gianna's just a genius, man. She took a look at the current state of this women's division. All these newcomers, all of these big names arriving here in CMV, legends returning. You know, this is maybe the most stacked the women's division has been in a minute. And Gianna said, "Look, I might need some backup here. Give me some muscle." And I think that's absolutely a big brain move right there by the main character, by Gianna. You can't be ashamed to ask for some help, to look for a little bit of backup. Bea Barrett now tagged in. She, of course, has been dealing with Gianna for over a month now, not even just in CMV. Seems like everywhere Bea Barrett goes, Gianna is there, nipping at her heels. Gianna, though, says that's not the case. She's just trying to live her life. Bea Barrett's the one who keeps buzzing around, annoying her. And this is Blake now, tagged in for main character energy as she delivers some punches to the gut of the pollinator of positivity. Not much positivity going around in that ring right now, though. I mean, I just look over there on the apron. Thea and Ileana Summers mean mugging each other. Still a lot of tension between the two. They might have a common enemy. That doesn't mean that they're friends all of a sudden. Bea Barrett might want to get Blake out of this corner right now. Nice kick there by Barrett. Very fast as she goes off the ropes now with a springboard savant kick. And into the pin to win this one for her team. Bea Barrett, of course, still without a victory since arriving here in CMV. Lost her debut to Gianna, and then again that tag team matchup last week. Ileana Summers, the only one who's tasted a victory so far this season on her team tonight. As we're gonna need a face here at ringside. Referee already up to a count of 2 as B. Barrett shows off some aggression. Those repeated punches to the side of the head. Gianna watchful from the apron. Blake gets now thrown ribs first into the side of the steel steps. B. Barrett's not playing around. She's rough here. And now a drop kick for Gianna. Barrett gonna walk her way over to the corner, make a tag to Thea. Might be small, but packs a whole lot of power. Does Thea look like she's gonna patiently wait for Blake to get back into the ring? That's if Blake doesn't get counted out here. Taking her time, getting back into the ring. There we go. And now, oh, Thea accidentally taking out the rep as she was trying to nail a clothesline. That was obviously an accident, but, well, now the referee's been taken out as the tag is made to Noah and a double back body drop. Thea letting her emotions get the better over there. Didn't have a properly lined up shot, and the referee, lucky that she didn't get her team disqualified because of that. Ref's a bit lenient here. He's going to let this match continue. As Thea gets splashed. And now a stomp to the shoulder by Noah. Oh, but a quick kick to the top of the head. Irish whip attempt, but no, Thea's countering. But there's a cheap shot from Gianna. Very quick thinking. And now going to tag Blake back in. This is what they want to do. They want to isolate Thea. Trap her here in the corner. Tag in and out. Wear her down. This is what they did last week. Noah and Blake, that is. And that tag team match. Holy shit, man. Sit out. Last ride powerbomb. Thea just got taken for a ride. That's for sure. And Noah tagged right back in. Both Noah and Blake's big, powerful women as the tag, or pin, I should say, rather, in the middle of the ring. Kick out by Thea. Thea might want to start about making a tag. About making a tag herself right about now. It looks like she's favoring that left knee, which is never a good sign, as Noah goes up to the top rope. That's a big gal about to fly. Oh, no, she thinks twice about it. Oh, wait a minute. Back up to the top. Needed to readjust, but that wasted time allows Thea to recover. Misses the double axe head, and now Thea from behind. Nice power bomb by Thea, who now is going to look to make that tag to B. Barrett, though. Just walked right by Ileana Summers to make the tag to Barrett, who nails a Psycho knee right between the eyes. And now it might be time for a shining Beezer. Knee across the jaw and into the pin for the win. But broken up. It's the pin by Gianna, making sure that main character energy stays alive, at least for now here. And we're trying to keep Noah isolated and make a tag. Barrett very adamant. But Noah here into the corner, slams her face first off the top turnbuckle, stiff kick to the gut, and now gonna back into the corner, full steam ahead. Knife edge chop, sets her up in a seated position off the ropes. B. Barrett, man, has brought the energy for this matchup. She's picking up the slack, perhaps, for her teammates who are more focused on each other, side-eyeing each other, maybe, and actually focusing on the matchup. Oh, and now you can see B. Barrett wears that knee brace on her left knee, and Noah is quick to target it. Put a big old bullseye on yourself like that. That's the downside. Tag to Ileana Summers, a desperate tag. In comes the Russian. Exchange some knife edge chops. Big Hurricane Rana from a woman the size of Noah. Extraordinarily impressive. Followed up with some right hands though, but Ileana straight back up. With a jawbreaker, takes a step back. Oh, looking for the choke slam, but Noah with an elbow to the side of the head, right behind the ear. Gets herself free, and now a knee to the gut as Noah grabs her by the hair and delivers a big right hook. Thea, though, is going to come in to make the save. And you know that's not because she's any fan of Ileana Summers. Wants to make sure she's okay, but to keep this match going for her team. Oh, but it might be for naught. We saw this last week. It took out Thea, And now it's Ileana's turn. Good God. Ileana Summers nearly driven through the canvas. This one could be over. But now it's B. Barrett who flies in to break up the pin and make the save. Summers, though, unresponsive. Wait a minute. Still some life left, perhaps. Great combination, finishing with a headbutt. Ileana's hurt. She needs to make a tag. Walks right past Thea to tag in B. Barrett. Barrett with a stomp to the wrist. Try to slowly pick up Blake, but an elbow to the gut going to catch her. Blake with a big clothesline. Slow walk into the corner as the tag is made to Gianna, the main character of CMV. Perhaps looking to finish what she started. Oh, big boot. That is vintage Gianna right there. 1, 2, but Ileana Summers pays back the favor and breaks up the pin there. Gianna wants to finally rid herself of B. Barrett. She's got the opportunity to do so here tonight. And she drags Barrett into the corner. And time for some sliced oranges. Grabs both legs. This could be over right here. Very well may be. Noah kick out by Barrett. Keeps her head above the water just barely. But there's no doubt about it that main character energy has largely been dominating this matchup. I don't know what Summers, Thea, and Barrett have to do to try to turn things around, but they better figure it out real quick. Oh, now targeting the knees here of Gianna, not a half-bad strategy. Gianna utilizes her legs in the vast majority of her offense. As we saw with that big boot just a couple of minutes ago. Knife edge chop here on the ropes, continuing to hone in on the knee, specifically the left knee of Gianna, but a kick to the cut there saves Gianna. Nice evasion by B. Barrett. And now some more kicks to the back of the knee. Off the rope she goes for a Tanahashi clothesline. Love it. Barrett's feeling it right now. Gianna sent into the corner. Last place she wants to be as the tag is made to Ileana Summers. Some tandem offense here. Wasn't expecting this. Double shoulder tackle takes down Gianna. And Summers not letting her get anywhere fast with Gianna. That's so crafty. But B. Barrett distracting Gianna, trying to give Summers a chance to recover perhaps. I don't know if that was enough time though. Swinging neck breaker from the Pop Princess, tags in Blake, who goes right for the pin. Oh, but a dirty pin, and the ref doesn't see it. Not like this, Ileana Summers. She knows those tricks. She knows how to play the game. It was able to kick out there. And now a tilt-the-world DDT to Big Blake. Summers going to make the tag to Thea, finally. Thea tagged in, actually acting like partners for the first time in this match. Off the ropes. Scoop slam attempted. Thea so powerful. Oh, and this is... that pump handle suplex just tosses Big Blake overhead like it ain't no thing. But Gianna doesn't even let there be a 1 count. As Thea just going to immediately tag Ileana Summers back in. I'm liking this. At last. Tagging each other in, communicating. Blake getting thrown down harshly. Oh man, now it's time to add insult to injury. The wins are not going to set Blake up. No defense for this. Kick up the bum. Insult to injury. As Thea gets tagged right back in. Now they're working like a well-oiled machine. Double axe handle. Blake, for a woman her size, rolling out of the way like that. Very impressive. And now a pump handle sit out. Face buster. As the tag is made to Noah. Big, nasty Noah, who drops an elbow across the chest of Thea. An arm now, smacking it off the canvas. Up to Brett's rope. Big splash, man. That's like a tidal wave coming down on you. Thea does not look too hot right now. Off the ropes. Big boot. Right to the side of the head. I mean, Noah's just having her way right here with Thea. She's having fun. And Thea just completely unresponsive. What does she got to do to turn this around? There we go. Able to shove Noah back. Thea to her feet. Almost runs right into a cheap shot from Blake. Yeeted her into the top rope, trying to decapitate her. But Noah, a little too busy posing for the fans, doesn't notice Thea. Gonna make the tag to B. Barrett. Let her guard down to Noah, and the Psycho knee! Right to the bridge of the nose. 1, 2, but a kick out. Oh, and Blake, in the process of trying to break up that pin, took out the ref. This referee's got to be pissed, man. First, Thea clotheslined him. Now Blake with an elbow to the back of the head. This guy can't catch a break. Looks like he's okay, though, getting back to his feet as B. Barrett makes the tag to Ileana Summers. What a way to kick off Shockwave, episode 117, Trios Action. Summers trying for a stop. Oh! Like a torpedo! 1! Oh, ref, a little bit groggy perhaps after that elbow to the back of the head. A little bit of a slow count. Ileana Summers only getting 1 there. Oh, no, a big slap across the face. Clubbing blow to the upper back. Noah, she might be a little bit groggy after the Psycho knee, and then that torpedo from Ileana Summers. Getting shot out of the camp. No, getting caught again with that big right hand. But B. Barrett and Thea, both of them, coming in to make sure that that doesn't happen. Noah going to make the tag to Gianna. Summers is bleeding now, too, it looks like. Might be academic at this point. The way Ileana's looking. Crack, body drop, and a pin. This could be it right here. Ileana Summers might have nothing left to give, and Gianna just going to try to come in and scoop up the dub, but no such luck. Ileana needs to make the tag. Thea's there for her. Can Ileana make it, though? Looks like Ileana doesn't want to make the tag. She very easily could. There, finally decides to trust her partner. Might be too little too late. As Gianna now tagged. Thea tagged in. Gianna, big boot. Yeah, waited too long, and now this one might be over. 1, 2, 3, no! Thea survives. Gianna beside herself. But not finished is the Pop Princess. Neither is Thea. Neither is Thea. Still some fight left. And wait a minute. TKO! Nails it, does Thea. Oh, but come on. Oh, 1 count only as Noah. Easy peasy lemon squeezy in to make the save. But Thea might be re-energized now. Makes the tag to Ileana. Big kick to the gut. I don't know if I would kill. Oh, Dragon! Wait! What the hell was that? Little bit of a twist. And into the pin. 1, 2. No, you gotta be kidding me. I thought Ileana Summers was looking to lock in her Dragon Sleeper, but she even fooled me with it. The twist. And not letting Gianna get anywhere. They've got her trapped in the corner right now. This is right where they want her. But Gianna tries an Irish whip to escape, reversed. Into the corner she goes. Ileana showing no fear, walking right up to her, kick to the gut. They're going to turn her around as Gianna dropped. But that reverse DDT, and that's going to allow Gianna to make the tag to, or not, going to the top. Gianna should have made the tag right there, I think. But instead, going to wait for Ileana to get to her feet. Double axe handle. Nothing overly impressive about that, but it's certainly effective. As now the tag is made to Noah. I'm going to get launched. Catapult their chest off the turnbuckle, but Summers, you can't question the toughness of Ileana Summers. Look at this, able to fight back. Trying to get Noah off of her. Single kick to the chest, ice cold savage style there. And then Noah into the corner, make the tag to either Thea or B. Barrett here. And it's going to be Thea. And look at this even. teamwork between the two. Last thing I expected to see in this match. Thea off the ropes. Big splash from the French woman. It took them some time, but Thea and Ileana Summers have seemingly at last started. Oh, missed that big boot. Looks like Noah was able to just barely avoid it. Afterwards, she said drop down by Thea. There's the leapfrog. Tries to go low. Shoved back by Noah. And on her feet just runs Thea down. For as strong as Thea is when compared to Noah or to Blake, just roaring at each other. Knee to the gut. And Blake, what is this? Choke slam! Into the pin. One, you knew that would have been enough. But Ileana Summers breaks up the pin, keeps the fight alive. But for exactly how much longer after Thea got nailed with that choke slam? Wait a minute. Kick to the gut. Superwoman punch. She tried it, but Blake gets out of the way in there again. It's like getting run down by a Mack truck. Now Blake up to Brett's rope. Stalking Thea. Big. Oh. Had that one a bit miscalculated. That's going to let Thea take advantage. No. Nails it. Nails the jumping cutter. But Gianna not even giving Thea a 1 count. Oh, Thea's just going to yell at her, though. So get the hell out of here with that. Ain't no thing, says Thea. As she shows off that power. Deadlift. Stalling in the air here. Big Blake getting dropped. And as Blake looks for the tag, so does Thea. In comes Noah. In comes B. Barrett. Noah takes out Ileana. Barrett's the legal woman, though. And wait a minute. The bee's knees, perhaps. Into the pin. 1, 2. Kick out. This match is unbelievable, man. Moonsault off the bottom rope. B. Barrett buzzing. Right now she goes off the ropes. Tries for some more knees. This time to the face rather than the back of the head. Noah's able to recover though. Hoists her up. Oh boy. Getting manhandled. That's the tag made to Gianna. B. Barrett gets out of dodge, but she's not running. Single boot right to the face for you. Gianna needs a momentary retreat. Oh, B. Barrett gets distracted by Blake. But able to stop Gianna from trying to roll up on her. Tag to Ileana Summers. I'm loving the teamwork from both of these teams, but quite honestly, I did not expect Summers, Thea, and Barrett to work as well as they had. Like I said, it took them some time. The first half of this matchup seemed like Summers and Thea were refusing to tag each other in, and not anymore though. But like I said, main character energy there. A solidified unit there. Women on a mission here to take over this division. Trying for a tag. Summers fighting her way out of enemy territory. But a roll up. Could it be a steal? Could it be a steal here for main character energy? No. What a kick out. Just barely. Oh, and now Blake gonna run down. Ileana Summers from the corner with a knee to the side of the head. Tag to Gianna. Ileana Summers quickly rolls out of the ring. Straight back in though. Tries for a hook to the jaw. Not just quick enough. Counter the Irish whip though. Gianna gonna take a tumble down to the outside. Summers, who is bleeding here. Looks like a cut on her forehead. Oh, there's the tag to B. Barrett. Now the legal woman for her team. Who's gonna yell at Gianna from in the ring. Beckoning her to get back in the ring. And Gianna does. Big clothesline. Waiting for Gianna right back to the outside. Look, she plays the game at her pace. That's why she's a former Women's World Champion, former Rising Star Champion, former Tag Team Champion. And if Gianna wasn't unstoppable before, she most certainly is now with Noah and Blake backing her up. Speaking of, there's a tag to Noah as Barrett struggling to get to her feet. What a hellacious trios matchup this has been. B. Barrett with those kicks, man, those knees. She's so fast. hard to keep up with. Thinking about making a tag. I'm not too sure what B. Barrett's thinking about doing right now. She thought too long, got her head nearly taken off with that clothesline by Noah. Now with an Irish whip sends her into the corner. Oh, a slap from Gianna. That was right. Oh my God. And now a punch to the back of the head by Blake. Come on, man. That was right in front of the ref. How the hell is that not at least a warning or something? Oh, that's some bullet. Now Noah putting her back in the corner. There's the tag. Yeah. Count to 100. B. Barrett all the way up and back down again. Noah going to try to play defense. Can Thea get through? Ileana Summers is blocked. Ileana couldn't make it, but B. Barrett kicks out as Thea takes out Noah. Blake can't believe it. Livid that didn't get the job done. And now as Thea continues to battle, look at Summers just chilling while Thea is fighting Noah and Gianna. Knee! Psycho knee! Psycho knee! And Barrett, while she's got the chance, while everyone else is busy at ringside, Shining Beezard into the pin, but Gianna's back in. Ileana, what are you doing? And the ref's taken out again. Third time this referee has been incapacitated in this matchup. I don't know how he has not called for a disqualification yet. Oh, I mean, look at that choke slam again. B. Barrett able to counter. Kick to the face, gonna bust Blake open. Kick to the top of the head, though, right back up. Referee is okay. As Barrett from behind. Taking Blake right down onto the knee. Tag to Gianna. Barrett turn around, wrong time to seek fanfare. Reverse DDT gets taken out, everybody all by herself. B. Barrett. Oh, not this time. Gianna seen it coming. Gets to her finish. She drags Barrett into the corner. Elbow to the side of the head, though. I think Gianna might have been looking for sliced oranges. And there goes B. Barrett off the ropes again. 2 knees to the back of the head by Gianna. Knows B. Barrett too well at this point. B. Barrett able to duck that kick attempt. Back and forth they go. Reversal fest up in here, man. My God, back and forth. Back and forth. Like I said, at this point, they know each other so well. Oh, but now the tag to Blake. Oh, right into the knees. Gonna leave B. Barrett sleeping on her feet. Leg from behind. One-handed power bomb puts her down hard. And Blake thinking about how she wants to finish B. Barrett off here. What a match. We're in danger of this going to a time limit draw. These 6 women have beaten the hell out of each other for almost 25 minutes. And there's, oh, Blake just gouged the eye of B. Barrett. B. Barrett going to respond with a big boot right between the eyes. Only a little over 3 minutes left, guys, as B. Barrett delivers another Shining Beezard. But will she actually get the pin? Nope, Noah going to come in and make the save. I don't know what Summers and Thea are doing. I mean, granted, after almost 25 minutes, I'm sure everyone's exhausted, but well, there's the tag to Summers. Maybe she can finish things off here before this ends in a draw. Oh, trying for the Dragon Sleeper. Blake, though, must have eyes in the back of her head, counter the Irish whip. Now Summers going to tag right back out. Oh, no, she was thinking about it. Instead, going to charge at Blake, gets an elbow. Oh, big fucking toss. Almost launched Ileana Summers out of the ring. Up into the cheap seats. Irish whip reversed, though, by Summers. Blake keeps trying to get her into the corner. There's another elbow from Big Blake. Swear! Out of nowhere, just cuts Summers down with ease. And the tag to Noah. Summers looks like she might not have any idea where she is right now. Staring, oh, and well, if that's not the case before, it most certainly is now. A third of those right hand, right to the jaw. 1, 2, but B. Barrett refuses to let this match end. Just a couple of minutes left on the clock. Look, I'm sure these women might be able to fight all night long, but we got a whole show to get to here. And it seems like none of these women are willing to take the L tonight. Oh, Gianna's just going to try for a quick pin, saying, hey, screw it. And will she? Yes, she will, Gianna! With a little over a minute left, scores the win for main character energy. And Ileana Summers just, much like Thea last week. You remember how that match ended? Thea was basically dead. Main character energy is beating on her for an extra few minutes. That's what happened to Ileana Summers here. What a match, though. I mean, good Lord. These two teams went to war. But Gianna, Noah, and Blake are here and on a mission to make this women's division theirs. I'll tell you what, B. Barrett, the MVP of this match. While Ileana Summers and Thea were just trying to coexist, having a tough time doing so. For the first half of this matchup, B. Barrett put the team on her back, man. I thought she had this match won numerous times. But in the end, Gianna scores the win for her team. Main character energy. Here for a total takeover and not letting anybody stand in their way. My friends, we are live here on Shockwave, episode 117, and I've just been informed that in the parking lot here in the arena, there is currently Troy Colt with a stop sign. Yeah, Troy Colt. That's Tobias Jones and Zero-G champion Jackson Drake of Pure Excellence involved in a brawl here in the parking lot. They're supposed to be involved in a triple threat tornado tag team matchup later on tonight. Well, there's already been some shenanigans by Tobias Jones and Pink Star here tonight, and their newest ally they've added to the mix to try and even the odds against Pure Excellence in their growing numbers. Guys, we saw earlier tonight before the show went on the air, JT Moss returned to CMV and aligning himself with Tobias Jones and Pink Star by taking out Eric Myers of Pure Excellence. And Jackson Drake, oh my God! Troy Colt! Troy Colt may never be the same man again. His rear end getting dropped on the point of that traffic cone. Well, I don't know how this started, guys. We've just been thrown into the mix here. This is live in the parking lot. And I can only imagine Jackson Drake was looking for some early payback for Eric Myers and what happened earlier. But Troy Colt involved in the mix as well. Again, we're supposed to see a triple threat tornado tag team matchup later on tonight. I don't know if that's going to happen at this rate. At least not these three men going to be involved. Well, this is the parking lot. This is concrete they're fighting on top of. Troy Colt just got may have just lost his... Well, I won't go there. But nonetheless, Jackson Drake, who's set to be involved in the Climb to Fame contract ladder match this weekend, guys. He's seriously jeopardizing perhaps his spot in that match, getting involved in a brawl like this. But Eric Myers is his brother, his tag team partner. He wasn't about to let what happened earlier tonight go unanswered, I guess. And he couldn't wait for the matchup later on tonight, I suppose. But as his typical CMV security, nowhere to be found. I don't know where the rest of Pure Excellence is. Where's Pigstar? Where's Blake Virtue? Someone's got to alert them to what's going on. Maybe they can come and break this up. Because at this rate, these three are just beating the hell out of each other. Look at Troy Colt blowing a little cheeky kiss to Tobias Jones, who's going to respond by dragging Troy Colt. Oh my God, whose car is that? That's not my car, at least. I don't care. It's not my car, not my problem. But whoever's car that is, they might want to go and move that real quick. A big kick to the side of the head by Jackson Drake. Tobias, though, from behind. Pure Excellence coming into this season, guys. With the numbers, Jackson Drake's been bringing in Eric Myers, bringing in Damian Joyce over on Octane, Kendrick Russell, Tiger Brown. One of the most recent signings, and Tobias Jones and Pigstar, they knew they had to try to even the odds, start recruiting themselves. JT Moss, formerly of Amity, returning to back them up, taking out Eric Myers earlier tonight. Tobias Jones spinning soul kick there, but Troy Colt caught with a knee to the jaw. Down he goes, the former undisputed world champion, currently one half of the world tag team champions. Oh, vintage Tobias Jones bangerang on the concrete, might I reiterate. As now he gets thrown, though, down onto the ground. Jackson Drake has had enough. You can see it in his eyes, man. Tobias will try for an Irish whip, throw him right into the wall. Oh, God. That couldn't have felt too good. Troy Colt back to his feet. Oh, now we're spilling into the backstage area here in the arena. There's the security office, by the way. I think that note on the door says out to lunch, so that's great. Lunch at 4:53 p.m. So security not in the building right now, evidently, which is going to let these three just continue. Oh, my God! Tobias Jones taking out Troy Colt with the cliffhanger DDT and immediately getting a trash can yeeted at his face. As now Jackson Drake trying to get a lid on Tobias Jones. Look at the trash bag. Troy Colt, hey, who invited Chris Andrews to the Shockwave Arena tonight? Am I right? Huh? Jackson Drake, though, elbows to the gut. It looks like Tobias is again trying to drag him towards the car here. I say again, whoever's car this is, they might want to get this thing out of the way before some serious damage is done. Jackson Drake from behind. Oh, and Troy Colt, the freaking car door almost popped off. Now it's Troy Colt. Where's Tobias going? Tobias just dipping. He said, I've had enough. As Troy Colt drags Jackson Drake back into the parking lot. It looks like Tobias has left. I don't know what. That was a super high kick attempted. As Jackson Drake with some elbows to the mid. Whoa, here comes Tobias. Tobias is back with a trash can in hand. Oh my God, Troy, what? Fall away slam under the hood of the car. Oh, the hood of that car getting dented with Troy Colt's body. I think that might be Pigstar's car. Not gonna be happy about that. Troy Colt, though, somehow still standing, delivering a kick to the back of the head of the Zero-G champion. Oh, what a knocking onto the concrete, followed up on the Anaconda Vice. This isn't a matchup, though. Troy Colt out here wrestling, trying to get Jackson Drake to tap out, or maybe better yet, pass out. Again, security is evidently out to lunch. Nobody around to stop this. Who would want to get between these three, though? You have to have a death wish the way they're going at it. There's another kick to the back of the head by Troy Colt. Jackson Drake. Oh, my God. DDT! Troy Colt may have just had his skull cracked with that DDT. Look at Tobias. As cheeky as they come. Buddha cut it on, and now they're going to fight behind this car. We can't even see what's going on. Troy Colt stalling suplex onto the ground. Drake back up, going to hoosh up Troy Colt, but drops down behind. Big boot to the side of the head. Again, I don't know what this means for the triple threat tornado tag team matchup later on tonight. Troy Colt's bleeding, his back's potentially broken. Where's Jackson Drake going now? Drake going into the ambulance? What is he doing? Well, actually, I checked. Jackson Drake is not a paramedic. 330 slam! Well, that might take care of Tobias Jones. I don't know if he's getting back up after that. 330 slam out of the concrete. Well, Drake gonna help him back up. He's not done with him. Oh, and right into that car door again. Tobias showcasing his toughness to not be dead at that 330 slam. Oh my God, another DDT. This is ridiculous. These guys. Drake. Into the drama being attempted. Troy Colt. Tobias with a moment to recover. He's not finished with these two. Tobias Jones, Pink Star. Now JT Moss will be out on a mission here to eradicate not just Pure Excellence, but the World Tag Team Champions too while they're at it. As Troy Colt is thrown down near the ambulance. It's pretty apropos we got an ambulance here. Might need him at the end of this. If this ever ends, that is. Oh, Tobias with the little claw. Oh, that's going to help you out very much, bud, in a fight. As we get elbows to the midsection by Jackson Drake. Troy Colt, who again has been busted open and slammed onto the hood of a car. It's Troy Colt, though, we're talking about. I'm not too surprised that he's still in this fight. Might have to run him over with that ambulance to get him to stay down. Oh my God, another bangarang. That's Jackson Drake. Oh, drop kicked face first into that steel trash can. And now Tobias has to trap the cone. Literally whooping Jackson's ass with it. Now it's Troy Colt's turn. Troy Colt able to avoid it, throws him down next to Jackson Drake. Security needs to get back from lunch, man. We need to find out where the security team is having their lunch. By the way, the entire security team all at once, that can't be right. Someone needs to schedule this better. Oh my God. Oh my gosh! A snake eyes onto the hood of the trunk. Unbelievable. What is this? Oh! Tobias Jones might be dead. Tobias did a spinning back fist for Troy Colt too. Drake handed out ass whoopings like candy on Halloween. Another one. Troy Colt's done. Troy Colt's out. He is out cold. One half of the World Tag Team Champions has been decimated. Knocked out in a pool of his own blood. And now Tobias Jones, cliffhanger DDT to Jackson Drake. But Tobias is not content. Tobias is not finished. Gonna throw a stop sign at him for good measure. We need to forget security at this point. Where's the paramedics that go with that ambulance? We need to get them over here ASAP. Troy Colt looks like he's dead. Oh, and a Michinoku driver onto the concrete. Tobias. Bloodlust apparent. Jackson Drake looking to avenge what happened to Eric Myers earlier tonight. A sunset flip powerbomb on the curb. The back of Jackson's head just smacked off that curb. And now what? Now what is Tobias trying for? Jackson trying to creep up from behind. Elbows, elbows, elbows. Troy Colt still motionless. Face down in a pool of his own blood. Where is Blake Virtue? Where is anyone? Why is there no one back here? Anybody to stop this? I'm about to get up in a minute, man. Go back there and try to pull these two apart. Oh, not another one. Another cliffhanger DDT. And it looks like at last, Tobias Jones' bloodthirst, at least for tonight, has been satiated. My God. That has to be one of the most brutal fights I have ever witnessed in CMV history. I'm genuinely concerned about Troy Colt. Man is out, face down, in a pool of his own blood. And Jackson Drake isn't exactly faring much better. Tobias Jones, the only man left standing, and barely at that. We need to get security back in the building. We need to find the medical crew. Look at this. This is where Jackson Drake, with a second spinning back fist, just Troy Colt. Look at that. It's hard to look at. I mean, sickening. And Tobias with a second cliffhanger DDT right here. I mean, Tobias Jones, Pink Star, JT Moss, they set out to prove a point here tonight, and I hate to say it, but I think that point's been very much clearly proven. Well, my friends, what a wild night. It has already been here on Shockwave, episode of 117. That incredible trios match to get things started. And then what we just witnessed, that medical crew is apparently just arriving on the scene to help out all three of those men, Tobias Jones, Jackson Drake, but most importantly, Troy Colt. And well, hopefully by the end of the show, we'll get an update on the exact condition of especially Troy Colt, but all three of those men. Question is, though, what's going to happen later tonight? We're supposed to see that triple threat tornado tag team matchup. That's obviously not happening now, considering both Jackson Drake and Troy Colt have been taken out, and Tobias Jones is barely able to stand either. Well, I guess we'll find out later on, because right now, up next, we got ourselves a one-on-one match. Beautiful. Bo Nuras, of course, joined by his heterosexual life mate, E. Rex Shaw, and about to go one-on-one with Jonas Dracic of the Backbreakers. Last week here on Shockwave, we saw the Bromanchers knock off Vintage in a great tag team matchup, but they did not have a chance, did the Bromanchers, to celebrate their great win, as immediately after the match was over, the Backbreakers rushed down into the ring and attacked these two. No nonsense are the Backbreakers, as they proved last week. There's a stacked tag team division here on Shockwave. Everybody looking to make a name for themselves and, of course, earn a shot at the World Tag Team Championship. And even more so, guys, with next month the Tag Team Cup returning. We go to Tokyo, Japan, the 8th Annual Tag Team Cup. 8 teams compete, with the winning team not only earning that beautiful trophy, as well as the beautiful bonus check as well. Hopefully they plan to share a little bit of those funds with me, but most importantly, they earned that tag team championship opportunity on the night. Now, speaking of the World Tag Team Champions, though we might not have World Tag Team Champions. What we just saw happen to Troy Colt. I can only imagine how Blake Virtue is feeling right now. Has to be concerned with the well-being of his friend. This is Bo taking on Jonas. One-on-one match. Rex and Archie Shepherd at ringside as the referee gets things underway, and Jonas comes out starting strong with that spinning European uppercut. And that's just the tip of the iceberg here on Shockwave 117. We still have that fatal four-way matchup coming up. The 4 participants in the Rising Star ladder match at Climb to Fame this weekend, all looking for a momentum. Chloe Marks, Ashton McKay, Dallas Cole, and Quinn Bell. Not to mention our main event as well. Falls Count Anywhere. I thought the match was going to be over right there. Falls Count Anywhere match. In our main event, Jack Wolf takes on undisputed world champion Ellie Quinn. That opening trios match forced the rest of the matches here tonight perhaps go short. It is all Jonas at the start of this one, but beautiful Bo. And fire back with a knee to the jaws. Now he goes out onto the apron. Just gets to his feet, slingshot spear to the gut, cuts him down and into the pin. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. Not happy about it. Just a little inconspicuous. Rex Shawn tossing in a whole ass table. I think the ref's gonna see that. And she does, getting rid of it promptly. Oh, there's a pin. Jonas with a very unique pin here. Referee was too busy playing with her wood, though. Get rid of it now. Jonas with a great takedown. Head scissors. The ref's gonna freaking throw the table right at the hard cam. Hammerlock set up here by Jonas, like I said. No nonsense on the backbreakers. They're here in CMV and on Shockwave for just one reason, and that's to win championship gold. Charging the knees now. Every part of beautiful Bo getting stretched. Well, Bo's used to that, but in a different way. Knee across the chest. I think Archie Shepherd may have just, yes, he did, unsheathed the top turnbuckle there in the lower right-hand corner. Rex Shawn arguing with some ugly fans in the front row who only wish they could be as tan as Rex Shawn. Irish Whip going to send Bo back into the ring. There's the tag team division watching this matchup. The Bromanchers who are undefeated since debuting at the start of this season. Winning that triple threat tornado tag team matchup against the Greasers and the Backbreakers. Oh, speaking of a backbreaker, there's one for beautiful Bo, and Jonas does not stop there. Spins him around from behind. Another! That time half Nelson backbreaker. 1, 2. But a rope break. Beautiful Bo with great positioning and awareness. Knowing where he was and saving himself from what might have been a loss otherwise. I'm going to go for the pin now anyway. 1, 2. Kick out to get Archie. The ref, just fix that, man. These refs can't catch a break here tonight. Irish Whip. Jonas going to throw him to the opposite corner. I don't know what beautiful Bo has to do right about now, but it's got to be something quick. Oh, here we go. Trying for the Olympic stretch. Oh, now Star doesn't even let him fully lock it in before he's able to escape. And to the top rope. This is great positioning here. Knee across the chest from up off the top. That could do it. 1, 2. No. Beautiful Bo. But barely. Beautiful Bo kicks out of that one. Up off his feet. Flying right with that cheeky kick to the back of the head. Back out on the apron now. And another slingshot spear. Yes, indeed. Out of the corner. Waiting for Jonas to rise. Forearm to the back of the head and straight to the top. Beautiful Bo is moving right now. Perched up top. Waiting patiently. Well, I don't think he got all of it, but they have gotten enough. 1, 2, kick out. Beautiful Bo, not happy, but you know, when you come off the top like that, it's the risk you take. Oh, now talking some smack. Knee to the side of the head, right to the temple. Taking a shotgun blast right upside the head. Belly to back. Beautiful Bo, fully in control right now. Looking to hammer the final nail into the coffin, perhaps. Plunging him into the canvas. Oh, and what a pin. Stacked up, baby. For the dome. No, 1 point. Oh, 2.9999, I should say. To the top. Beautiful Bo to try again. I think again. Does not fully connect. Maybe want to try going for that maneuver a third time. They say it's the charm. Well, now Jonas has him down here at ringside. Again. Having his way with Beautiful Bo. Beautiful Bo is the one used to having his way with others. Knife edge chop gets blocked. Referee up to a count of 7. As Bo going to throw Jonas down onto the floor near the barricade. Beautiful Bo putting his cheek on full display. Jonas just staring him down from that ringside. Has until 20 to get back into the ring, I guess. Using this time to try and recover as much as he can. Oh boy. Brain buster on the floor. And now again, just gets thrown off to the side. Beautiful Bo. Almost like to tell Jonas, just stay down, take the count out. Oh, maybe a little bit less embarrassing. But Jonas saying no such way is that going to happen. Oh, a gentleman's clutch on top of the table on the floor. The table that, of course, E-Rex Sean earlier in the match tried to so inconspicuously introduce. Jonas now from the top. Oh, a beautiful Bo. Jonas takes out his own partner, but it's worth it. Archie Shepherd found himself in the danger zone. Jonas got his knees. He's trying to do so. Beautiful Bo shoving him back. As he's thrown now into the side of the steel steps. Oh, E-Rex Sean, what's he looking to do here? Getting in Archie Shepherd's face. That's Beautiful Bo. Looks like he wants to take a count-out win, but Jonas refusing to give it to him. Gonna run right by Archie Shepherd. Massive human being. Oh my God, the stretch. Samare River style right here by Beautiful Bo. Chest first on the floor gets dropped. And out of the top, Beautiful Bo. Oh my goodness. E-Rex Shaw might want to get out of there, buddy. Third time is unfortunately not the charm for Beautiful Bo attempting that maneuver. Another knee to the side of the head. What's with all the green shoes in the front row there? The green shoe family showing up to Shockwave as Beautiful Bo finally gets Jonas back into the ring after quite the excursion at ringside. Tries for the pin. 1, 2, kick out though. Beautiful Bo third knee to the temple. Jonas might be having trouble remembering what day it is right about now. Oh, beautiful bow coming up from behind. And another quick pin attempt. 1, 2. Kick out again. Bo's starting to wonder what the hell he's got to do here. Oh, try for the Olympic stretch again. And this time, it is fully locked in. Olympic stretch. Beautiful bow. Setting Jonas Dracic up for the plunge. And stacked up like a broad on a Friday night. No hits. Jonas Dracic's kicking out. 2.999. Beautiful bow. Oh, don't tell me he's going to go for this again. My man does not give up. Maybe he is hitting that properly. Is that how that's supposed to be hit? Well, perhaps I'm the idiot here. Maybe he's been hitting it right the whole time. Oh, my goodness. A knee up the bum, not once, not twice, but thrice. In those arms again. Backbreaker. Beautiful bow. Showing off his back-breaking prowess. And that's enough to get the dub. The bro matches remain undefeated. And perhaps further push themselves towards a crack at the World Tag Team titles. Or at least solidifying their spot in that Tag Team Cup next month. And in the end, it's Beautiful Bo who picks up the win with a backbreaker. Who's the real backbreaker around here? Not the only back Bo's going to be breaking tonight either. I'll tell you that for sure. I wish I could be pinned like that. I'll tell you something. Jonas Dracic has proven to be one tough son of a gun to keep down, but Beautiful Bo managing to do so. Look at this plunge. Can't believe Jonas hit with a kick out of this. Look at him in the eyes, making eye contact and everything. But in the end, it was a beautiful backbreaker that awards the dub to Beautiful Bo. And up next, my friends, here on Shockwave, episode 117, a preview of what's to come this weekend on our very first special event of the new season, Climb to Fame, where the Rising Star ladder match, of course, will take place. 6 women, 1 opportunity for the winner to challenge Maggie Shaw in the future for her Rising Star Championship. 4 of the women about to do battle right here, right now in this fatal 4-way matchup. Momentum on the line, and Chloe Marks, who's looking to make this her season after what's been a rough go of things the last couple of years, especially last season being, well, as she said herself, trapped in the Killjoy Club vortex. Finally, though, was freed, and now looking to stand on her own 2 feet and finally become a champion. A good first step, qualifying for the Rising Star ladder match. Now the question is, at Climb to Fame, will Chloe Marks, still bringing up Ellie Quinn, as Chloe Marks is involved. Will she be the one to climb that ladder and earn that opportunity to fight for the Rising Star Championship? And as I talked about last week, this lineup for the Rising Star ladder match is really like a perfect mix of those that have been legends, those who have been here for a while, the likes of a Quinn Bell, of a Chloe Marks, those who have not been here too long, but long enough are established, you could say, like an Ashley McKay and a Dallas Cole, and then newcomers who have just debuted these last few weeks, the likes of Giovanna Vance and Fig, who, of course, speaking of Giovanna Vance and Fig, they will meet in a tag team matchup, the go-home edition of Octane this weekend. This fatal 4-way matchup, though, as of course is a tradition. No countouts, no disqualifications. First woman to get the pin or submission earns themselves a great push of momentum heading into the Rising Star ladder match. Ashley McKay, of course, formally, I can't speak today. I don't know if I have an aneurysm or what. Formerly of the Undisputed Elite, looking to strike out on her own, much like Chloe Marks we were just talking about, trying to stand on her own 2 feet. And the same can be said about this woman. We were introduced to Dallas Cole last season, debuted about a month, 2 months before the season came to an end, alongside Jackie Storm, the Mosh Pit Maniacs, and they were very impressive, undefeated, unpinned, unsubmitted. But Dallas Cole, at least for now, on her own here at the start of this new season, and her season debut earned her way to the Rising Star ladder match. It's easy to take a look at the lineup of the Rising Star ladder match, and at least for me personally, not that I am a betting man, not that I have put any money on this matchup, but if I were to, I'm saying, it would surely have to be on this woman right here. A future Hall of Famer, former Vixens champion, the woman who at last year's Climb to Fame won the 6-woman ladder match to win the Rising Star Championship. I mean, how could you not be betting on Quinn Bell to do it all again? The Rebel Queen, not only the tallest one in the matchup, too. That's got to give her an advantage, getting up that ladder quicker. Pretty much in every single way, Quinn Bell has the advantage heading into this matchup. We'll see if that ultimately pays off for her this weekend, but right now it's a fatal 4-way match, my friends. And momentum is the only thing on the line here. So here we go. Chloe Marks, Ashley McKay, Dallas Cole, and Quinn Bell. Fatal 4-way here on Shockwave episode 117. And I'm sure that both Fig and Giovanna Vance are probably watching, scouting those 4 women they will be sharing the ring with at Climb to Fame. And again, we'll see Fig and Giovanna Vance involved in a tag team matchup on the Go Home Octane this weekend. That's Quinn Bell sent into the corner by Ashley McKay. Very dangerous, unpredictable woman. Knocked off Precious Pratt to qualify for the Rising Star ladder match. Dallas Cole coming in with a big old forearm upside the head. Quinn Bell, meanwhile, the former tag team champion as well, has accomplished just about all there is to accomplish in CMV. That's why she is no doubt a future Hall of Famer, but she ain't done yet. Far from finished as Dallas Cole spikes Chloe Marks. Meanwhile, you look at Chloe Marks, someone who's been in CMV for, well, it's got to be almost 3 years now and has not held championship gold. Chloe Marks is desperate. You might even say feeding to become a champion. As I said a couple weeks ago, I think this is her season. She's finally rid of Ellie Quinn in the Killjoy Club. She's on her own. She's focused. Climb to Fame might be her night. Great snap power slam there to catch Dallas Cole in the rebound as Quinn Bell shatters a kendo stick over the back of Ashley McKay. Again, no disqualifications in a fatal four-way. No countouts either, but in order to win the match, you got to pin or submit someone in the ring, and it is not elimination style here. And obviously at Climb to Fame, it's a ladder match, so there aren't even any pins or submissions. It's whoever can climb the ladder first and unhook that contract that's hanging high above the ring that will be victorious and earn a future match with Maggie Shaw for the Rising Star Championship. Quinn Bell gets back into the ring, going after Ashley McKay. Chloe Marks pulls out a baseball bat and starts to go to work on Dallas Cole repeatedly. Looks like targeting the knee of Cole. Pop up big right hook from McKay there. And a springboard moonsault to follow up into the pin. McKay light happy here. Chloe Marks, though, not going to give it the chance. Broken up before even a 1 count. Still to come here, right, my friends, on Shockwave episode 117. Joseph Santos and Hunter Quinn meet one-on-one. In our main event, it's going to be a Falls Count Anywhere match. Jack Wolf takes on undisputed world champion Ellie Quinn. And the question continues to be, will Ellie Quinn even make it to Climb to Fame in one piece? And if she does, well, the odds of her leaving still undisputed world champion are slim to none. Big headbutt there from Chloe Marks, but broken up as the pin by McKay before the 1 count. Here comes Cole out of nowhere, but not able to connect with whatever she was trying for there, coming off the top rope. Big fan of Dallas Cole. Like I said, Mosh Pit Maniacs, they've been doing it at the end of last season. Going on a very impressive run. Dallas Cole, though, proving what she's capable of on her own here in CMV. Also, ropes, big forearm smashes Quinn Bell. Stomping on the back of Chloe's head. Nothing cute about that. Now Quinn following up that fist. Knuckle sandwich for the Prodigy. Ashley McKay and Dallas Cole taking their fight to ringside as we get a pin attempt here by Quinn Bell in the ring. Kick out, though, by Marks. Again, momentum is what's at stake here in this fatal four-way. The winner going to carry it in a Climb to Fame this weekend. Quinn Bell at ringside standing in the pile of kendo stick shards. McKay in the ring, maybe looking for a TKO. Chloe Marks escapes, though, into a reverse DDT. Another kendo stick turned to shards by Quinn Bell. Open in the ring, guys. Chloe Marks looking for that Hangman's DDT to Ashley McKay. Into the pin for the dub. 1, 2. But a kick out by McKay. Dallas Cole would have been there anyway to break it up. Big kick from Quinn Bell, Troy Colt style. Rest in peace, of course, Troy Colt. Might have to have ourselves a candle vigil at the end of the night after what we saw happen to him earlier in the parking lot. Powerbomb attempt by McKay. Chloe Marks able to counter out of it, though, with some well-placed punches. Dallas Cole, meanwhile, with a reverse swinging STO into the pin. You can pin someone the caliber of Quinn Bell. Nothing to sneeze at, but McKay, unfortunately, doesn't let it happen. Big boot takes down Cole. Oh, now McKay has the baseball bat. Quinn Bell going to take it from her. Thwacks her in the midsection, but Chloe from behind doesn't give Quinn the chance to use it. Back suplex onto the floor. a single knee to the jaw from Cole now. No count out to the Fatal 4 match. These four can spend as much time as they like to out here beating the hell out of each other. Dallas Cole wanting a piece of McKay here. Knee to the jaw. Everywhere. Oh, and another one introduced by Chloe Marks. Taking out everybody with it. Everybody getting some. Look under your seat. Everybody here gets a kendo stick. Cole getting thrown back into the ring by Chloe Marks. Might be looking to end this one. Ashley McKay joining the fun too. Here's Quinn Bell. Everybody back into the ring one by one. Oh, and Quinn Bell looking for the cheeky steal, but a kick out. That spider pin. Okay, out on the apron. Chloe Marks. That might be right where she wants her. Okay, back in. Ashley to catch the kick. Tiger driver from Dallas Cole tries to come out of the corner with some headbutts. Not just one, not even just two, but three of them. Gonna bust Chloe Marks wide open. Dallas Cole unafraid to use her own body as a weapon. Oh, that was steel chair. That might be Quinn Bell dealt with for the rest of this matchup. Now a shot to McKay as well, but McKay is able to catch it. Right into the hands of Chloe Marks. Vintage. Rolling Fireman's carry, senton to Chloe from behind. Right in the back of the head with that steel chair. Still going to try for the pin though. That's pure instinct from Chloe Marks. Okay, dragging to the corner. Chloe's just waiting. Swacking the Rebel Queen right outside the back of her head with that steel chair. 1, 2, kick out. Ashley McKay, meanwhile, just chilling up on the top rope. Not the place you want to be, I think. McKay. Big scoop slam as Dallas Cole from the apron. Hopping back in. DDT. Goes after McKay with a great kick to the jaw. Everybody else is down. This is Dallas's moment right here. Dallas Cole takes the dub. And momentum heading into Climb to Fame. Hard-hitting fatal four-way matchup. But in the end, Dallas Cole waits for her opening and seizes the moment there. Well, if you thought this was a brutal matchup, just wait until we've got Fig and Giovanna Vance in the mix, and it's a ladder match. You ain't seen nothing yet. Chloe Marks nearly had this match won early on. Nailing Ashley McKay with that Hangman's DDT. Like I said, Dallas Cole waited for an opening. And as they say, grabbed the bull by the horns right here, took out Quinn Bell, and then BAM! That kick to the jaw. Chloe Marks was down and out. And Dallas Cole could have counted to 100. Dallas Cole going to be headed into Toronto, Ontario with a lot of momentum on her side. Will she be the one to climb the ladder? Will she be the rising star at Climb to Fame? And coming up next, guys, here on Shockwave, episode 117, we've already got Johnny Jensen in the ring, making his debut here, guys, against Crimson. But much to Crimson's chagrin, it appears as though we're going to have ourselves a ringside guest in the corner of Johnny Jensen, guys. That is Victor Mendoza, who Crimson, of course, knocked off last week here on Shockwave. An incredible matchup between the two young men, both making their respective debuts here in CMV, and boy, oh boy, did they go at it. In fact, I would recommend, if you didn't see that match, to go back and watch it when you get the chance. But in the end, Crimson was victorious, and despite some initial respect between the two at first after the matchup, Crimson's been running his mouth on social media over the last few days especially, talking some trash about Victor Mendoza, and obviously Mendoza not a fan of it as he comes out here to peep this matchup. And Johnny Jensen now making his debut, and not 2 minutes into the matchup, already impressing with a swanton bomb to the outside. Down on the Crimson, now throwing him back into the ring. Johnny Jensen, one of the many newcomers here at the start of this new season. And I am already a fan of this kid. Sign me up for the Johnny Jensen fan club. My God. I don't even know what the hell that was. I know that it was impressive to almost put Crimson down for the 3 count. Crimson really got jilted by the arrival of Victor Mendoza at ringside before this matchup began. It's really got in his head. Jensen is all over him. Man, look at peanut butter on jelly. Forearm to the back of the head now. And into the corner again. Another one Jensen's looking for here. Oh, but the second time, that'll be too overzealous. And Crimson with the La Mastral. La Mastral locked in here. Trying to steal it, but a kick out by Jensen. Victor Mendoza, obviously not a fan of the shit-talking Crimson's been doing on X. Coming out here to make that loud and clear. Crimson now trying to ignore Mendoza at ringside. And obviously, the first couple of minutes of this matchup was knocking him off course. Great reversal there by Jensen, by the way. As it looked like Crimson maybe trying for a slingshot dropkick or something. Now a sit-out power bomb. To the outside goes Jensen, straight back in though. Newcomer now. Oh my God! Right into a knee. No clean ring entry from Crimson. Good Lord, man. Who now goes for a corkscrew sense on Jensen instead. Who's out of the way? A little bit of a neck twist. A little bit of a twist. Crimson not looking all too hot right now as Jensen goes off the ropes, delivers a big boot. Almost went straight through Crimson's head. Crimson's going to crawl into the corner right in front of Victor Mendoza here. Crimson, who was willing to show respect to Victor Mendoza, such a great matchup at first last week, but that wind got to his head. Wanted to start running his mouth. Great reversal by Johnny Jensen. Nailed Crimson with that head kick now. Off the top. That wouldn't have connected anyhow. It's a nice attempt, I suppose. Oh, but mistake made. Crimson, a little too full of himself, and gets his skull cracked by Johnny Jensen. I don't know how the hell Crimson just kicked out of that. Headlock driver. Jensen, though, doesn't look like he's finished. Trying for maybe a throat thrust, big right hook, and a quick swinging reverse STO from Crimson. Sensing he was in trouble. Maybe should have gone for the pin before the celebratory roar. That might be a toss him right there. All someone might need is a couple extra seconds. Jensen back to his feet as Crimson tosses him into the corner. Oh, and we saw this last week. Victor Mendoza, the victim of this last dance. And perhaps a poisoned kiss goodnight. Again. The swing reverse STO and into the pin. 1, 2. 2.999. Very, very close indeed for Crimson. Frustration evident, though. Tries to get back on the attack. Now to the top rope. For a... What the fuck was that? Double rotation moonsault? I'm not ready for this, man. I'm not ready for this level. I wasn't prepared for it. Johnny Jensen, though, trying to rally these fans who already seeming to get behind the newcomer. Kick to the chest. I don't know if that's exactly what Crimson was looking for. Big kick to the gut, though. Another great counter by Johnny Jensen. Loving what I'm seeing from this kid. Loving what I'm seeing from Crimson as well. As Victor Mendoza continues to spectate from ringside. Like the chop, and again, turns him around. Bull Nelson dropped in the back of his head. No bridge, though, to try and pin from Jensen. As instead going to drag Crimson by arm and by leg away from the ropes. Standing shooting star press. And into the pin to deliver Jensen the win, but a kick out by Crimson. And Jensen's starting to get a bit frustrated here. Can't find a way to put Crimson down. Some more knife edge chops. God damn, Johnny Jensen. Lighting that man Crimson up on the 4th of July right here. Big kick to the gut. That's the type of kick to the gut that'll suck the air out of you. Have you gasping. As Jensen goes to the top for a shooting star press. But a high rent district landed flat and eats a forearm to the back of the head. 1, 2. Kick out by Jensen. Mendoza not seeming all that impressed here with Crimson. It might be in about a minute. Another third swing reverse STO, and you ain't kicking out of that. Another win for Crimson, an impressive debut for Johnny Jensen. But even with Victor Mendoza in his corner, Crimson sending a very clear message to Mr. Mendoza that if he wants a rematch, he's more than welcome to get into the ring. The result will be the same. Oh, I'm out of breath after this matchup, though. Good Lord. Especially like the first 2 minutes of Johnny Jensen. Like, unbelievable. And it took 3. 3 of those spinning reverse STOs to keep him down. Look at this double rotation moonsault. I think I've ever seen that before. Impressive athleticism on display by Johnny Jensen here, but unfortunately Crimson just had a bit more to give, and it was Jensen going for that shooting star press off the top that ultimately cost him, as Crimson able to capitalize and hit what would be a third spinning reverse STO right here. Another great win for Crimson as Victor Mendoza watches on. Things obviously not over between these two rookies. Coming up next, my friends, as we saw earlier tonight, a preview of that Rising Star ladder match. What the heck? Is that Alice Blake? Well, Xander Slade has apparently attacked the Women's World Champion and now is going after Kai Victory. Okay. What? What? And the ref's trying to break things up. What is happening? What is happening? This was supposed to be Xander Slate. No, he wasn't supposed to be a part of this match at all. It was supposed to be Kai Victory and Leon Valente one-on-one here tonight. A preview of the Climb to Fame contract ladder match this weekend. But instead, Leon Valente nowhere to be found, and Xander Slate throwing out an unconscious Alice Blake, the Women's World Champion, and now is attacking Kai Victory. What's happening tonight? What is going on? I need someone call 911. Shockwave has truly gone off the rails, my friends. Xander Slate, I mean, look, we know he's lost his mind, to put it lightly, over the last year or so. And dealing with memory loss thanks to Ellie Quinn. But why would he attack Alice Blake? The Women's World Champion. Where is Leon Valente? Is also an important question needs to be answered. Where the hell is he? He was supposed to be fighting Kai Victory. By the way, this is not a match. The match has been called off. The ref called for the bell. He doesn't know what the hell is going on either. This is mayhem here tonight. Well, Kai Victor, guys, defeated Xander Slate a couple of weeks ago in a Climb to Fame contract ladder match qualifier. Slate livid about this, livid about having that opportunity taken away from him. Attacked Kai Victory and now does so again here tonight. But Victory not the only victim. Oh, Xander Slate, Alice Blake as well. The Women's World Champion laying unconscious up on the stage right now. What is going on? Well, my friends, maybe, just maybe, we can get back on track somewhat as we head into our tertiary main event here on Shockwave, episode 117. Still trying to figure, oh my God, man. There's something in the water. There's something in the water in this arena. Hunter Quinn and Joseph Santos now, before their matchup even begins, getting into it at ringside. Our tertiary main event here tonight. Santos and Quinn not even able to wait another couple of seconds before the bell rings. At least it looks like maybe the referee's going to be a bit lenient with these two. He has not called it off just yet, but I don't know how much longer he'll continue to be that lenient. I'm still trying to process what we just saw a couple of minutes ago. Alice Blake, guys, attacked seemingly by Xander Slate. And then Slate attacking Kai Victory as well. Both of them joining the list of folks on the Shockwave roster being sent to the local hospital here tonight. Jackson, Drake, and Troy Colt have already got a room. There we go. The bell rings, guys. This one properly underway. It's been building for weeks, guys. Joseph Santos, who returned to CMV after previously not being seen since Ascendance 12, the gauntlet match against the Arsenal Tailcoat Val, and well, I guess wanted to make an impact upon his return. Chose to make an enemy out of Hunter Quinn in the process, attacking Quinn and Leon Valente, both after their Climb Defend contract ladder match qualifier, but obviously Quinn wasn't going to take that lying down, called out Joseph Santos the following week to meet him face-to-face in the ring. The Rat chose not to answer that call, ghosted him, and Quinn decided then to stop asking and instead attack Joseph Santos after his win over Leon Valente last week, leading us to this matchup here tonight. As we saw before the match even started, these two beat up on each other at ringside. So now the match is properly underway. And Joseph Santos, you saw what he did to Leon Valente last week. I mean, Leon Valente, one of the most dominant superstars in CMV history, got absolutely flattened by Joseph Santos. Of course, Santos unable to celebrate that win as Hunter Quinn came out afterwards and nearly slammed him through the goddamn canvas with that choke slam of his. And it looks like the Hellhound into the Beast Bite is not fooling around with Joseph Santos here tonight. Santos still able to escape the Beast Bite with a knee to the side of the head. Stiff kick to the gut. And a hook to the jaws now into the pin, guys. Coming up next, our co-main event. I was notified a few moments ago before this matchup started that what was originally supposed to be a triple threat tornado tag team matchup, obviously not able to be the case any longer after what we saw earlier tonight transpire between Tobias Jones, Jackson Drake, and Troy Colt in the parking lot, is now going to be a standard triple threat match as Pink Star, Damian Joyce, and Blake Virtue will square off. And of course, our main event's going to come as well. Falls Count Anywhere, Jack Wolf takes on undisputed world champion Ellie Quinn. Frog splash from Santos, the former global champion, setting Hunter Quinn up for maybe that vintage super kick of his. Boom! Oh, right in the kiss it. No, Hunter Quinn rejects it now from behind. Turned into a little bit of a knee smash. Quinn now pacing back and forth. Hunter Quinn, not a man well known here in CMV to deal with his emotions in a healthy way. But Joseph Santos wanted to send a message, make an impact, who knows, upon his return. He chose a wrong enemy, I think, in Hunter Quinn. You don't punk out Hunter Quinn and not expect there to be consequences. Speak on Joseph Santos. Oh, that pile driver took out Leon Valente last week. Will it do the same to Hunter Quinn here tonight? No, Quinn! But barely able to survive. I don't know if there's just something in the water in this arena, guys. Maybe somebody got into the Boone Juice supply, something happening. This has been one of the craziest editions of Shockwave ever. The psychopath running the asylum, as the old saying goes. Hunter Quinn coming off the top, man, like an anvil dropping on Joseph Santos there. And busting him open too now. Hunter Quinn, ref, get the hell out of the way, brother. Get out of the way. Great job here. Hunter Quinn going in for the kill with the Tiger Driver. 1, 2, but a kick out. The Beast Bite, the Tiger Driver, nothing getting the job done. What is Hunter Quinn now looking for? The Psycho Driller! And that surely has to do the rat in. No, Hunter Quinn. All his best shots, man. Nothing getting the job done here. Very froggy feeling Hunter Quinn tonight, apparently. Not typically we see him take to the top and jump off the rope so much. Maybe trying to match Joseph Santos' speed and agility level. I don't know if that's very smart. You should always use what brought you to the dance. Hunter Quinn's power, his ferocity. Well, now both men are down. This has been a hard-hitting matchup. They're both holding nothing back from each other. Big knee to the side of the head. Hunter Quinn is feeling the effects now as he picks himself up in the corner. The Rat, what we saw earlier tonight, had a picture of Hunter Quinn with his eyes crossed out and a slit across his throat. This is a new Joseph Santos for sure. The happy-go-lucky, big, dumb-hatted Joseph Santos of old. This is a man out for blood. Kick to the gut, another knife-edge shot, another kick to the gut. God damn! Joseph Santos lighting up my man Hunter Quinn like a Christmas tree out here. And Santos doing now. Oh, to the top rope and perfect positioning. Oh, wait a minute. Santos. Oh, old school Schmitty. 1, 2. Hunter Quinn kicks out, but now he's busted open as well. Leg drop to the back of the head from all the top of Santos staring down at Quinn. I can't believe that Quinn just kicked out of that. And the Psycho Killer. Big punch to that cut. Opened up across his forehead. Santos certainly going to slow things down, it seems. Santos off the top rope. Looking for an elbow. Quinn gets out of the way. Blood starting to pour down Quinn's face quickly. You might want to try to end this matchup as fast as you can at this point. The local hospital is going to be filling up by the end of the night, man. With all Shockwave talent. Oh! Hunter Quinn may be feeling a little too froggy here tonight. Going high risk a bit too much. Off the ropes, goes Santos. Punch right to the gut. That'll have you acting like a fish out of water, man. Unable to catch your breath a punch like that. Midsection Hunter Quinn setting up for something nasty. Walks into the middle of the ring. Jaeger bomb! Into the pin. 1, 2. Bro, unreal. Beast bite. Jaeger bomb. Psycho Driller. Tiger driver. Every single move in Hunter Quinn's arsenal. Nothing has been enough to put Joseph Santos down here tonight. Off the ropes over Santos. Double axe to the top of the head. Now a knee to the back of the head. Certainly honing in as Joseph Santos. Slowly brings him to his feet. Super kick! And Santos just passes out across the chest of Hunter Quinn. But it's going to be enough to score the victory for the Rat. A last-ditch effort, well and truly. I mean, it literally took everything left out of Santos. Fell into the pin. I mean, this was nothing short of a fight out here tonight between these two. Far from a mat classic. Ugly. Car crash-esque here. And man, Hunter Quinn pulled out everything. Every big gun he owns. And nothing was enough to put Santos down. Great referee right here, by the way. Really need to just fire every ref in CMV, man, and get some new ones. We need Amelia Jones back in a ref shirt. I'm telling you. Look at this. Not even the Psycho Driller could get the win for Hunter Quinn. A new Joseph Santos, my friends. A mean Joseph Santos. A killer Joseph Santos. Look at this. And then just literally falls into the pin. That was well and truly a last shot from Santos. And unfortunately for him, it was enough. What a match and what a win for Joseph Santos. Co-main event time is what it is, my friends, here on Shockwave, episode 117. Of course, this go-home edition of Shockwave before this weekend's Climb to Fame event, our very first special event of the season. The full card has been posted on our Discord. Make sure if you're a member of our Discord, you post your predictions. If you're not, !Discord will give you a link. But it is going to be a hell of a show live from Toronto, Ontario. And well, this matchup here, guys, was originally supposed to be a triple threat tornado tag team matchup. Now just going to be a standard triple threat matchup after all that's gone down here tonight. First, we had JT Moss return and align with Tobias Jones and that man right there, Pink Star, taking out Eric Myers backstage. And in retaliation, Jackson Drake confronted Tobias Jones in the parking lot. Troy Colt got involved in the mix. A massive brawl broke out. And since then, all three men have been taken to a local hospital. And so now we have ourselves this triple threat matchup. Pink Star, Damian Joyce, and Blake Virtue about to clash. Of course, our main event up next, Falls Count Anywhere, as Jack Wolf takes on Undisputed World Champion Ellie Quinn. But after having the upper hand at the end of last season, coming into this new season, Jackson Drake brought with him backup, the rest of Pure Excellence. Now, though, with the addition of JT Moss, the odds have been evened, and I have a feeling this war is really just beginning here on Shockwave between this new group consisting of JT Moss, Tobias Jones, and Pink Star, and Pure Excellence, and the World Tag Team Champions have now been dragged into it. I'll tell you this much, though, I was very impressed with what we saw from this man a couple weeks ago in his debut tag team matchup. He and Eric Myers knocked off Tobias Jones and Pink Star. Damian Joyce, the big ticket of Pure Excellence, and big most certainly is the case. The size of this man, the power, but also possessing some incredible speed and agility too. Quite the addition to the Shockwave roster as Pure Excellence continues to invade CMV. Over on Octane, you got Kendrick Russell, and now Tiger Brown as well. Well, for Blake Virtue, guys, has to be worried about his tag team partner, Troy Colt. His current condition, still haven't gotten an exact update, but I'm sure the same can be said for Damian Joyce as well. Jackson Drake took quite a lot of nasty hits in that brawl in the parking lot too. But for Virtue, who's set to take part in the Climb to Fame contract ladder match this weekend, along with Jackson Drake, Leon Valente, Kai Victory, and Jack Wolf. But at this point, guys, is Jackson Drake going to make it to that match? Is Kai Victory going to make it to that match? After what we've seen happen here tonight, I don't know. If Blake Virtue's not careful, he might be taking a trip to that local hospital too. There we go, triple threat matchup. All three of these men, I'm sure, had to shift their game plans. Again, this was originally supposed to be a triple threat tornado tag team matchup. Pink Star, Damian Joyce, and Blake Virtue. Triple threat matchup in our co-main event. Obviously, with the triple threat matchup, no countouts, no disqualifications, and see Pink Star, Damian Joyce go right after each other. No surprise there. Big ticket, though. They're going to take down Virtue nice and early. Don't get paid by the hour. We did see Pure Excellence knock off the Dream Team, the World Tag Team Champions non-title matchup last week here on Shockwave. With the Tag Team Cup coming up next month, live from Tokyo, Japan. You know, the likes of Pure Excellence, every other team here on Shockwave wanting to take part. Go down in the history books and, of course, above all else, earn a shot at the World Tag Team titles. Oh boy, Damian Joyce throwing around his power early on in this one. Sit out powerbomb to Pink Star. Look at Virtue, though, trying to get the big ticket up and over. And there's the agility of Joyce I was talking about before coming into place. He lands on his feet now. Virtue to the outside. Looks like he's going to let these two go at it for a second. Not a bad strategy. And again, no disqualifications as Virtue grabs himself a kendo stick. We've already gone through a few kendo sticks tonight. In that fatal four-way match earlier. Our kendo stick budget, man, an all-time high here in CMV. Irish work, they said Virtue off the ropes. Pink Star, two-time Intercontinental Champion. Aligning himself with Tobias Jones was bad enough. Now JT Moss in the mix. This is turning out to be a real dangerous combination. Oh, look at this. Didn't expect to see this. Pink Star and Damian Joyce working together to take out Blake Virtue and then go right after each other. Yeah, that was a one-off there. They just want to get Virtue out of the way so they can beat the hell out of each other. Like I said before, man, this is turning into a war between Tobias Jones, Pink Star, now JT Moss, and Pure Excellence. Pink Star with a powerbomb. He's going to drop him on the apron. No, Damian Joyce by the skin of his teeth right there. And escapes it. God damn, Virtue shattering that kendo stick over the big old back of Damian Joyce. Triple threat matchup. Pink Star lays in a pile of kendo stick shards. Joyce and Virtue back into the ring. That's when Pink Star letting them get at it. Exactly what I would do if I was involved in a matchup like this. Chill at ringside. Let my opponents beat the hell out of each other. And then when there's an opening, take advantage. Hey, I tell people all the time, man, listen to me. I lasted longer than anyone else in the Royal Rumble match a few years ago. I know what I'm talking about. I beat Post Malone at Ascendance. How people start taking me a little bit more seriously, you know? Into the pin goes Pink Star, though, off that knee to the jaw. Might have this one. Kick out at two, though. Joyce starts to get back to his feet. Stalking his prey from afar. Still hoping to get an update on the exact condition of Jackson Drake and Troy Colt before the end of the show. Big super kick there from Damian Joyce. Kick out by Virtuous. Pink Star back in. And run Pink Star down, but gets caught. And Pink Star takes him down into, I don't even know what the hell to call that. 1, 2 for the pin. No such luck though for Pink Star. Snap, pump, handle, ball? I don't know. I really don't know what to call that. Tries for that kick though. Nicely checked by Big Ticket. Damian Joyce looking for the Samoan driver, I think. Virtue with some rapid fire elbows to the side of the head. Knee to the temple of the World Tag Team Champion. As Pink Star gets back in, cross them legs. Brainbuster style. I'm going to take Star into the corner now. Gives him a taste of that top turnbuckle. Nicely escaped, though, by the two-time Intercontinental Champion. You're now going to send Virtue off the ropes. Catch him on the rebound. Tries to anyhow. Spreads their legs. Does Virtue for a stop to the gut. Damian Joyce is going to whip a kendo stick at Virtue's face. And it's effective. Damian Joyce, for one, getting taken down, though, as Pink Star gets sent back into the corner. Up on the top. Virtue cooking something nasty for Pink Star, who wants none of it. Off the ropes, he goes, call it a Poison Rana! And then the Liger Bomb to Damian Joyce. What power from Pink Star. You can see it hurt his lower back, that's for damn sure. Now with the sledgehammer in hand, right down onto the ribs. of Blake Virtue. Damian Joyce too busy showing off his muscles. Wrong time to do so, my friend. Pinkstar almost got the win as he goes to the top. Oh my goodness, double bounce, sort of spinning splash. Then though, broke it up by Big Ticket Damian Joyce. Oh, smash, man. Whole lot of power behind it. You might not think it to look at Pinkstar, but this is a man that packs a punch. Virtue in the corner now as Joyce is down on the outside. This could be Pinkstar's opportunity. He's got Virtue up on the top. Oh, this is something bad. Virtue knows it too. He's trying to fight out of it, but Pinkstar got him up on the top. Oh my God, elbows to the back of the head. Pinkstar. Poison Rana from off the top and then right into a stomp to the gut by Damian Joyce. Double boot stomp to the sternum. Blake Virtue, though, the veteran, knew he was in trouble and rolled out of the ring so that he could not be pinned. The Celestial Beam doesn't let that stop him going to work on Damian Joyce. Ref, get the hell out of the way. You do not want to get caught right now between these two as Pinkstar looks for the Celestial Sword. The Heavenly Sword. Virtue goes back in. And Pinkstar caught. Backstabber. Virtue going to steal the pin. Oh, Virtue. Too honorable for his own good. That's going to allow Joyce to get back up to his feet, back into this matchup. And Joyce is pissed. He's going for the steel steps here. Just ripping them apart. Trashing the ringside area. He should take out his anger perhaps on his opponents rather than the steel steps, I think. But I digress. Oh, German suplex counter into a pin. Pinkstar looking for the steal here. Virtue's not going to allow it. Now Virtue grabbing a hold of Joyce's arm. Big forearm from this big man. And we're going to see Pinkstar and Joyce work together again. No, Virtue this time doesn't let it happen. Big knee. Pinkstar tries to rush in. Like a mule kick right to the chest. Combination of kicks to the legs. And now knees in the clinch. Clothesline squashing Virtue in the corner. My goodness. Look at Joyce, though. Looking for a two-handed chokebar. Rake of the eyes. Hey, it's legal in a triple threat match. Backbreaker up to help Nelson. And there's the sledgehammer in the hands of Pinkstar. Virtue, though, knocks it out of his hands. DDT. Joyce trying to shake it off here at ringside. Goes digging under the ring. Look for what? Steel chair introduced. Virtue checking on the hair. As you notice that neck breaker gets the steel chair thrown at the back of his head. 1, 2. Kick out by Virtue. What a matchup. Not even the matchup we were originally supposed to see here tonight. Pinkstar back in. As Joyce steps up. All that weight down across the lower back of Blake Virtue. Ain't gonna tickle. Pinkstar putting Joyce in the corner. Elbow low to the jaw. Joyce with a forearm and another. Back suplex. Hard landing. And a kick to the jaw of Virtue just as he got back up. 1, 2. Kick out. The best bout machine sticking in it, man. I don't know how. That's Blake Virtue for you, though, but he's out of it right now. Great opportunity for either Pinkstar or Joyce to try to take advantage. Go for a pin. Pinkstar just too fast. For Damian Joyce to catch there on the rebound. Drop down. Catch him with a fall-away slam. Again, great power from Pinkstar as he runs right past Virtue to deliver a kick to the side of Joyce's head. And then the dirty pin to boot. But unfortunately for Pinkstar, Virtue there to break up the pin. Knee drops Pinkstar like a sack of stone. Knee party. Might be enough to secure the dub, but not if Joyce has any say in the matter. Breaks up that pin at 1. Inverted atomic drop. Big boot. And a senton. The cherry on top. Into the pin. Ping Star, though, back up. Breaks up that pin to keep the match going. Blake Virtue acting like a barrier here between Ping Star and Damian Joyce. What a kick! Right upside the head, man. Talk about getting your bell rung. And now from the corner with Virtue down on the outside. The Celestial Sword, Heavenly Sword. Right on the money. 1, 2. Kick out. Look at Ping Star's like, Oh my God, not another punt kick. Looks like I caught Damian Joyce on the armpit more so that time, which is lucky. Because Ping Star was definitely aiming for the head. Oh, good God, this man, Ping Star, has become a killer. Tried for this earlier on Damian Joyce. Blake Virtue getting his back cracked. Powerbomb on the apron, and now some stomps to the back. Damian Joyce got that steel chair in hand. Ping Star gonna send it flying through the air. Our co-main event triple threat matchup: Ping Star, Damian Joyce, Blake Virtue. And what was originally supposed to be a triple threat tornado tag team matchup. Ping Star from the top all the way down to the outside, double axe handle to the upper back. And now look at this, Ping Star and Blake Virtue going all the way around the ring to meet up with each other on the opposite side. Virtue gonna throw Ping Star back into the ring. War torn ringside area, as you can see. No countouts, no disqualifications. Ping Star's got the sledgehammer again. Damian Joyce back in the fight. Ping Star, sledgehammer shot to that big belly. And that might have been a rib broken right there. Look how he just chucks the sledgehammer over there as well. Ping Star dusted himself off. Oh, Damian Joyce just got killed. Blake Virtue with a knee to the back of the head. Ping Star with a knee to the front, to the face. Damian Joyce just got sandwiched. How is his skull not cracked wide open right now? Holy shit, man. That was disgusting. Oh, now another heavenly sword into the pin, but Virtue thought about it for a minute. Damian Joyce. How this guy is even able to get back up to his feet is an impressive accomplishment in and of itself. Steel chair shot to the knee, gonna take out Blake Virtue. Oh, back body drop eliminated from the Royal Rumble as Ping Star. Joyce coming back to life. Takes out Virtue as well, knocks him down to the outside. Virtue a little quicker back into the ring. Oh, Ping Star coming out of nowhere. They send Joyce off the ropes. Trying for that moonsault follow-away slam again. Joyce gonna bring him up to his feet. Oh, there's another knee from Virtue! And with Ping Star asleep on his feet, Virtue looking to collect the dub, and he does! Blake Virtue victorious in this triple threat matchup. My God. The World Tag Team Champions have gotten caught in the middle of this war between JT Austin, Bias Jones, and Ping Star and Pure Excellence. Virtue, though, able to survive it here tonight. Troy Cole obviously wasn't so lucky earlier. And that was momentum very much needed for Virtue heading into the Climb to Fame contract ladder match. Knee party here from Virtue. Might have had Pink Star beat there, but here in the end, big running knee to the jaw took out Damian Joyce as Pink Star was on them spaghetti legs. Didn't know where he was, what day it was, what time it was, what city he was in. Barely able to stand, but a great win for the Best Bout Machine. Now time it is, my fine feathered friends, for our main event of the evening here on Shockwave, episode 117, and one of the craziest nights perhaps ever in CMV's 10 plus years. I mean, it has been across the board a wild show heading into Climb to Fame, and well, it might just get even crazier here, my friends. Jack Wolf, the newest associate of Shay Hoxton, gets ready to take on undisputed world champion Ellie Quinn in this Falls Count Anywhere match, guys. A final hurdle for Ellie Quinn to try and jump over before we get to Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Climb to Fame, where Ellie Quinn must not only face Stevie Gabriel in a no ropes, no canvas, anything goes match, but then no matter her condition, win or lose, following that match, must defend her undisputed world championship against a fresh Morgan in the main event. And Morgan, of course, you can see there in the corner of Jack Wolf for our main event here tonight. Jack Wolf, of course, will be a part of the Climb to Fame contract ladder match. As that's not the only thing, guys, Ellie Quinn will have to worry about at Climb to Fame. As while she's going through all of that, in the back of her mind, you know she's going to be worrying about her little sister, Ruby Cage, guys, who on the orders of Shay Hoxton, after interfering in the no DQ match between Maggie Shaw and Ellie Quinn a couple of weeks ago, sticking her nose where it didn't belong. Now at Climb to Fame, Ruby Cage will have to go one-on-one with Deadeye Maggie Shaw. And we saw the two almost come to blows at ringside during last week's tag team main event, having to be pulled apart by the referee and sent to the back. That main event, by the way, where Jack Wolf almost cracked Ellie Quinn's skull open after slamming her head into the steel ring post to win the match by countout. Ellie Quinn could not get back to her feet in time. I think that's very much what we're going to see at Climb to Fame. Ellie Quinn won't even be able to stand on her own 2 feet by the end of the night. Hell, perhaps by the beginning of the night. As Jack Wolf starts strong here in this Falls Count Anywhere match. That means this matchup can't be won by countout. No disqualifications, no countouts. You can only win by pin or submission anywhere. And Jack Wolf, of course, has proved himself to be quite the acquisition for Shay Hoxton and his growing empire here in CMV. Impressed with Jack Wolf after his debut win against James Hart on the season premiere. The two striking a deal, and Wolf has, over these last few weeks, proved to be quite the handyman for Shay Hoxton. We saw him qualify for the Climb to Fame contract ladder match, defeating AJ Jenkins, and again, last week's main event, beating Ellie Quinn so badly she couldn't even get up and answer the referee's count. Looking to do the same here tonight. Perhaps make sure Ellie Quinn can't even walk into Climb to Fame. She'll have to limp into that match against Stevie Gabriel. And guys, it's academic. Look, Ellie Quinn, she's a great performer. I don't hate Ellie Quinn. I really don't. And Shay Hoxton doesn't hate Ellie Quinn. It was business. It was for business that Shay Hoxton did what he did, betraying Ellie Quinn. But now Ellie wants to try to be this resilient hero and refusing to just relinquish the Undisputed World Championship. Refusing to just drift away. Shay Hoxton gave her that opportunity, but instead she wants to go down the hard way. She wants to go down fighting. Shay Hoxton's giving her what she wants. You know, your time comes and it goes. That's just the way the game works. Especially here in CMV. You're not on top for long with all those sharks circling you. Ellie Quinn, she had a time in the sun. And Shay Hoxton, he put her on top of that mountain, don't forget. When he attacked Troy Cole, left him wide open for Ellie Quinn to cash in her Magnificent 8 contract. It's only by the grace of Shay Hoxton Ellie Quinn even ever became Undisputed World Champion. And it was by Shay Hoxton's orders that Ellie Quinn got stabbed in the back by the Killjoy Club. Could have taken the easy way out. She could have relinquished the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, but she didn't want to do that. Now she has to pay the consequences. Oh, well, wait a minute. This is Falls Count Anywhere, remember, and Ruby Cage sliding in that baseball bat for Ellie Quinn to utilize against Jack Wolf here before delivering that big pump kick. Morgan watching from ringside. And it's academic, guys. It's pretty much blatant fact that Morgan will be walking out of Climb to Fame, out of Toronto, Ontario, as the new Undisputed World Champion. 450 splash from Ellie Quinn into the pin here. 1, 2, but a kick out. Now the Wolf of Wall Street not wanting to let down Shay Hoxton, but Ellie Quinn gonna plant him face first, middle of the ring with that curb stop. And into the pin for the dub, Ellie Quinn securing the victory here in our main event with a little bit of help from Ruby Cage, not to mention. And Ellie Quinn obviously did not come to play around in our main event. This was a win she very much needed, but I'm afraid it's going to be for naught. You can enjoy your meaningless victory, Ellie Quinn, because Climb to Fame will be the death of you. And there's the curb stomp that did Jack Wolf in. The final victory celebration for Ellie Quinn here in CMV. Because this weekend at Climb to Fame, it all comes crashing down for the devil herself. And it's going to be at the hands of that man right there at ringside watching on, the Ogre Morgan.